LGBTQ plus parents in America are raising over 5 million children. A new study by the Williams Institute at UCLA School of Law reveals that approximately 5 million children in the U.S. are being raised by LGBTQ plus parents. This includes 2 million children in single-parent LGBTQ plus households and nearly 300,000 with same-sex couple parents. The study found that 2.57 million LGBTQ plus adults are parenting children under 18, representing 18% of queer adults. Additionally, the rate of adoption within same-sex couples is 21%. 4% of same-sex couples foster, and 17% have stepchildren. These statistics are significantly higher than other different-sex couples. Wow, and all I can think about with this story is with our political climate. How easily with a strike of a pen things can be overturned.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is that going to do to adoption rates? What's that going to do for children who are already adopted? It just makes my head spin.
Yeah, and what I think about too is that the right, are into family, right, into like not having abortions and having all these children in our society, and here we are having members of our community, the LGBTQ plus community, stepping up to the plate and adopting children. And we're not known, particularly gay men, as people who, we're kind of selfish, right? We kind of like our party scene. We kind of like, but yet 5 million children are being raised by LGBTQ plus parents, whether step parents or adoptive parents, foster parents, and what have you. And so this is a party who believes in family values, yet want to take away family values from us, who are trying to just help, young people who just don't have adequate homes. Our parents to love them. As a parent myself, I loved reading the story that there's so many of us out there raising young people, and gives me hope, but it gives me worry, as you said, Ron, as well, about our political climate and the fact that this should inspire those out there who are parents who are raising children to vote and to be a part of our political process, because otherwise we could lose that right really quickly. And we don't have a Supreme Court that supports us.
Absolutely, and love is love, as we all know. And I think there's studies that prove that many of the LGBTQ adoptive parents often take on children who have special needs. And, I think the main thing is to keep children and not return to the orphanages that were in past decades, but that there's hope for children to break out of, cycles in society where they might repeat the histories of the mothers and fathers that couldn't raise them themselves.
Oh, that's such a great point. And the other point that I want to make, and I know the conservatives always have this point of, well, if you're LGBTQ, you're going to raise queer kids. That's actually not true. There is an organization out there. I used to be on the board of it. It's called Collage. It's a shameless plug. Collage is such a great organization, but it's an organization for youth who have LGBTQ parents, and the majority of the kids were not gay. It was like 90% of the kids that was a part of Collage were not gay. And you talked about P-Town earlier. Every August, the first week of August and the second week of August, there is Family Weekend, and Collage and Equality Families, or Family Equality, I forget the name of the other organization, puts on this Family Weekend, and the majority of the kids are straight kids, but happen to love their LGBTQ parents, whether it's two moms, two dads, or what have you, however it is. They love their parents. And it's a great weekend for those kids to come together. And they have had long-lasting relationships. Members of the board, when I was on Collage, were young kids who were kids of Collage, and they came on the board, and they did it because they support their parents and support other kids who are raised by LGBTQ parents. So that's not true, conservatives. Oftentimes, these kids are, straight kids, but just happen to have parents who are LGBTQ+.
Absolutely.